A heart attack can strike without warning, especially if you're over 60. And in many cases, it happens when you're completely alone. The first few minutes after symptoms begin are critical. What you do in that window can mean the difference between survival and tragedy. But here's the good news. There are simple steps you can take to protect yourself, even without medical training. In this video, we'll go over 7 life-saving tips that every senior should know. These tips are clear, easy to remember, and may one day save your life or someone else's. Let's get prepared before it's too late. Tip 1. Recognize the earliest warning signs. The first and most important key to surviving a heart attack alone is recognizing when it's happening. Many people assume a heart attack always comes with dramatic, crushing chest pain. But for seniors, the signs can be far more subtle, and that's what makes them so dangerous. You might feel a tightness or pressure in the chest, not necessarily pain. Or you might feel it in unexpected places, your neck, jaw, back, arms, or even your stomach. Some older adults report a feeling of heaviness, like something is sitting on their chest. Others feel lightheaded, weak, or break into a cold sweat without warning. Women, in particular, may experience different symptoms. Nausea, shortness of breath, and fatigue are all common. And if you're diabetic or have nerve-related conditions, your symptoms might be blunted or unusual, making it even more important to trust your instincts. Richard, 74, was watching television when he felt a strange pressure in his upper chest. Not sharp pain, just a deep, uncomfortable sensation. He considered ignoring it, but something felt off. He remembered reading about silent symptoms and called 911. It turned out he was having a heart attack. His fast reaction likely saved his life. The key is to listen to your body. If something feels off, and it's unfamiliar, sudden, or getting worse, don't ignore it. It's better to call emergency services and be wrong than to wait and lose precious minutes. Many people delay because they don't want to make a fuss, or they think they're overreacting. But a heart attack is a time-sensitive emergency, and early action dramatically increases your chances of survival and recovery. Knowing the signs, and trusting them, is your first line of defense. And it's the foundation for every other step that follows. Tip 2. Call emergency services immediately. The moment you suspect you're having a heart attack, your first and most urgent move is to call emergency services immediately. Not your spouse, not your neighbor, not your doctor. Call 911 or your country's emergency number without delay. Seconds matter, and hesitation can cost you your life. Many people try to wait it out, hoping the symptoms will pass. Others think they'll save time by driving themselves to the hospital. Both are serious mistakes. During a heart attack, your heart may beat irregularly, your blood pressure may drop, and you could lose consciousness suddenly while driving or walking. This puts you and others in danger. Emergency responders are trained to start life-saving treatment on the spot. They can monitor your vitals, administer oxygen or medication, and alert the hospital before you even arrive, preparing the cardiac team to act fast. Take Linda, 78. She felt an odd tightness in her jaw and a wave of dizziness. She almost lay down to wait and see, but something told her to call 911. Paramedics arrived within minutes, and doctors later told her that her decision to act quickly minimized heart damage and likely saved her life. If you live alone, it's vital to have your phone within reach at all times, especially in your bedroom, bathroom, or living room. Use a landline with large buttons, keep a cell phone nearby, or even consider an emergency wearable device with a one-touch call function. If you have a smartphone, set up the emergency call shortcut and test it. Make sure you or your loved ones know how to use voice commands like call 911 in case your hands are weak or shaking. Time is everything during a heart attack. Getting medical professionals to you as fast as possible dramatically increases survival rates and reduces long-term damage to your heart. So repeat this to yourself now and often. If in doubt, call 911. You can't overreact when your life is on the line. Tip 3. Chew an aspirin slowly and calmly. Once you've called emergency services, your next move, if you're not allergic and not on certain blood-thinning medications, is to chew one regular-strength aspirin, 325 milligrams. And yes, chew it, don't just swallow it. Chewing helps the aspirin absorb more quickly into your bloodstream and begin working to slow blood clotting, the main cause of most heart attacks. Heart attacks are typically caused by a blood clot blocking a coronary artery, cutting off oxygen to part of the heart muscle. Aspirin works by thinning the blood just enough to reduce further clotting, giving your heart a fighting chance until help arrives. Why chew? Because swallowing a whole pill takes longer to digest and absorb. When you chew aspirin, it starts working within 5 to 10 minutes, and that can drastically reduce heart damage. Joe, 72, felt a squeezing sensation in his chest while folding laundry. He remembered a heart health video and immediately chewed an aspirin from the bottle he kept in the kitchen. When paramedics arrived, they confirmed it was a heart attack, but thanks to the early aspirin, the clot was less severe, and Joe recovered with minimal heart damage. This simple step doesn't replace medical care, but it buys you time and reduces risk. It's a small act with potentially life-saving power. Make sure you have aspirin stored in easy-to-reach places, by your bed, in the kitchen, near your favorite chair. You may even keep a few in your wallet or purse. But remember, only take aspirin if you are not allergic and have been cleared by your doctor, especially if you're already on blood-thinning medications. Also, avoid aspirin products with added ingredients like caffeine or cold medicine. You want plain, uncoated aspirin, nothing more. In the chaos of a heart attack, doing one calm, purposeful action like this can help you stay focused. It's not just what you do, it's how quickly and clearly you do it. So if there's one item every senior should keep close at hand, it's a bottle of uncoated aspirin. It's small, inexpensive, and just might save your heart when every second counts. Tip 4. Sit or lie down immediately. After calling emergency services and, if appropriate, chewing an aspirin, your next critical move is to sit or lie down immediately. It may sound simple, but it can make a major difference in how your body responds to a heart attack and whether you stay conscious until help arrives. When a heart attack strikes, your heart is under extreme stress. Blood flow may be limited, oxygen delivery is reduced, and your heart is working overtime to compensate. Standing, walking, or moving around only increases the demand on your heart and can cause your blood pressure to drop, making you dizzy or even causing you to faint. Sitting down with your back supported helps your body conserve energy, slow your heart rate, and maintain blood pressure. If you're feeling lightheaded or weak, lying down on your side is ideal. It reduces the risk of choking if you vomit and helps keep your airway clear. Alice, 81, was alone at home when she began feeling pressure in her chest and a wave of nausea. She called 911, chewed an aspirin, and then sat down in her recliner, feet slightly raised. She focused on staying calm and still. That stillness, paramedics later said, likely helped her heart maintain stability until they arrived. Avoid common mistakes. Don't try to gather your belongings, clean the house, or walk to the front door unless it's absolutely necessary for safety. Many people instinctively want to stay busy to distract themselves from fear, but this only increases strain on the heart and can lead to sudden collapse. If you're near a couch, chair, or even the floor, lower yourself slowly and carefully. If you must lie down, do so on your side with a pillow or soft support behind your back and under your head. Stay as relaxed as possible. This moment is not about endurance, it's about survival. Every bit of energy your body saves goes toward keeping your heart beating and your brain alert. So remember, once you've called for help and taken aspirin, sit down, breathe, and stay still. You've done the most important things. Now let your body conserve its strength while help is on the way. Tip 5. Unlock your door for emergency responders. In the middle of a heart attack, every second counts. Emergency responders are trained to move fast, but if they can't get to you, that time is wasted. That's why, if you're physically able, it's critical to unlock your front door after calling 911. This small action could save precious minutes and prevent responders from being delayed or forced to break in. Many seniors assume paramedics will find a way in no matter what. While that's true, forced entry takes time and can result in broken locks or doors, or worse, a delay in getting you the care you need. If you're still conscious and mobile after calling for help, take a moment to unlock the door, then return to a seated or lying position. That's exactly what Paul, 76, did. After calling emergency services, he remembered a safety video that advised unlocking the door. He slowly made his way to the front door, turned the lock, and returned to his chair. When paramedics arrived just minutes later, they entered without delay and began treatment immediately. Paul later said that simple step gave him peace of mind in those terrifying moments. If your home has multiple locks, try to keep at least one main entry door with a single lock you can open quickly. If you live in a building with a locked gate or apartment entrance, consider giving a spare key to a trusted neighbor or friend nearby. Another option is a secure lockbox, like real estate agents use, placed near the entrance with your house key inside. Emergency personnel can be given the code ahead of time. Many medical alert services offer this. This is especially useful if you become unresponsive before unlocking the door. It's also wise to place a small note on or near the door, visible from outside, indicating any pets or medical conditions responders should know about. Preparing your home in advance, just like keeping aspirin handy, can make all the difference in a crisis. If you're able to move safely, unlocking the door early could be the action that allows life-saving treatment to begin without delay. Tip 6. Use speakerphone or medical ID. When you're having a heart attack, even holding your phone can feel difficult. That's why knowing how to use speakerphone and having your medical ID set up on your smartphone can make a huge difference, especially if you lose consciousness before help arrives. After calling 911, activate speakerphone so you can speak without holding the phone. This allows you to keep your hands free, conserve energy, and breathe more easily. In many cases, emergency dispatchers will guide you through what to do until paramedics arrive. If they can hear you breathing, or stop hearing you, they'll be able to assess your condition more accurately in real time. Susan, 79, experienced chest pain while home alone. She called 911, activated speakerphone, and kept the phone close while she lay on the floor. When she passed out minutes later, the dispatcher heard the change and immediately updated paramedics en route. They arrived knowing her condition had worsened and were able to respond accordingly. Your medical ID is just as important. Most smartphones allow you to create an emergency profile with your name, age, medical conditions, allergies, medications, and emergency contacts. This information can be accessed from the lock screen by first responders, even if you're unconscious. Imagine how valuable this is if you're unable to speak. If paramedics know you have a heart condition, are allergic to certain medications, or take blood thinners, they can adjust their treatment instantly, potentially saving your life. Setting this up only takes a few minutes. On iPhones, it's under the Health app. On Android, it's typically under the Safety or Emergency Information section in Settings. Add everything relevant and update it once a year or after major health changes. Also consider writing your emergency contacts and key medical info on a small card in your wallet or taping it inside your front door. Technology helps, but paper never runs out of battery. Speakerphone and medical ID may seem small, but in an emergency, these tools can speak for you when you can't and guide responders to give you the best care possible. Tip 7. Slow your breathing to steady your heart. During a heart attack, one of the most dangerous things that can happen is panic. As fear sets in, your breathing becomes fast and shallow, your heart rate spikes, and your nervous system floods your body with stress hormones. That panic can actually worsen the heart attack. But there's something simple you can do to fight back. Control your breathing. Slowing your breath won't stop a heart attack, but it can help regulate your heart rhythm, lower stress, and keep you conscious until help arrives. Controlled breathing tells your body, "I'm safe," which helps activate your parasympathetic nervous system, the part responsible for calming and stabilizing your vital functions. A proven technique is the 4 to 6 breathing method. Inhale slowly through your nose for 4 seconds. Hold gently for 1 to 2 seconds. Exhale through your mouth for 6 seconds. Repeat calmly and steadily. This simple rhythm calms the mind and helps your heart beat more regularly. Frank, 83, began feeling chest pressure while reading. His hands trembled, and fear started to take over. But he remembered a breathing technique from a senior wellness class. He sat still, focused on his breathing, 4 in, 6 out, and repeated it while waiting for help. When paramedics arrived, he was still alert and breathing evenly. One EM later said, "You stayed calm, and that gave your heart a fighting chance. Even if your heart is under stress, your mind and breath are powerful tools. Don't underestimate them. To prepare in advance, practice this breathing regularly, even when you're feeling well. Make it a part of your daily routine. That way, if a crisis comes, your body will already know how to use it. Remember, the goal isn't to fix the heart attack with breathwork. The goal is to slow the spiral of fear, keep oxygen flowing efficiently, and give your body its best shot at survival. In a moment when everything feels out of your control, your breath is the one thing you still own. And in the quiet between those slow inhales and exhales, you're helping save your life. A heart attack can happen anywhere, at any time, especially if you're over 60 and living alone. But surviving one isn't just about luck. It's about knowing what to do in those first few minutes and staying calm when it matters most. We've covered 7 life-saving actions: recognizing early signs, calling emergency services, chewing aspirin, staying still, unlocking your door, using speakerphone or medical ID, and controlling your breathing. None of these steps require special training, but together, they give you the power to protect yourself and increase your chances of survival. Take a few moments today to prepare. Store aspirin where you can reach it, learn how to activate speakerphone, update your phone's medical ID, and share these steps with someone you love. Preparation doesn't create fear, it creates confidence. And remember, the most important decision you'll ever make during a heart attack is the decision to act quickly. If this video helped you feel more prepared, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone over 60. In the comments below, let us know, which of these steps are you going to practice first? Because when every second counts, being ready could save your life.